How's it going, Jera Bears? So today we are going to be talking about how I make money. Okay, first thing you need to know about me is I have been very entrepreneurial ever since I was a kid. I've been running a business since I was like 14 years old. In some shape or form, whatever. Hustling, whatnot. Always trying to work for myself. When I was 14, I had this little business called Crazy Creations, and I had this box. I don't think I have any pictures of this. I had this box that like I taped stuff to, I drew on it and wrote Crazy Creations. And then, you know, like the popcorn box at the stadium, the Dodger Stadium, whatever, like stuff like that. Not Dodger Stadium, any stadium. Throw stuff out, like old days. And then I would sell like Christmas colored creepy crawlers, like magnets and stuff around to my neighbors, or friendship bracelets, or stuff made out of Fimo clay. Sometimes stuff my mom made out of Fimo clay. And I would sell it around to my neighbors, and that was my first like legit business. I also mowed my neighbor's lawn. I delivered newspapers, but that was a job. But anyways, and then when I was 19, I was working at a record store, and then got in trouble for no reason. And we had been looking at button makers to see if it was more viable to just buy the machine and make the buttons for ourselves for the shop. And after I did the research about how to do this, boss wasn't interested. I got in trouble for no reason, got fired. I think it was basically because they weren't making enough money, because it went out of business shortly after. But I was like, oh my god, like how am I gonna make money? So I spent all my Christmas money. I bought a button maker, like little pinback button badges. If you ever purchased from Punk Mummy on eBay buttons, you bought them from me, because I have over 11,000 unique feedback on there. So I did that for 12 years. And if social media had been bigger back then, I probably would have grown that better, and all the things I should have done I didn't do. So I ran that business. I'm also an actor, so when I came out to Los Angeles, like do background and stuff. And as of more recently, not that recently, but like I have been on unemployment, I've been on food stamps at times. I have had some other jobs too, but more recent, like I did book a couple national commercials. How many years ago was that? I don't know, I had long hair then. Long hair and bangs, brunette. And I was in a Toyota commercial and a Verizon commercial. I got cut out of the Verizon one, so I didn't get the residuals for that, which sucked. But the Toyota commercial, I did live off of that money for like 2 years. And so like I have money saved because I've always spent my life like this. It's always been very ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs, and not super consistent of money. And recently, like how I'm making money now, I do have a couple little side hustles still. Like I have the Redbubble where I sell like stickers and t-shirts. Yeah, that one. It's on a tank top. Yeah, I made this one. So you can get that in my Redbubble store down below. The link will be below if you're interested in checking it out. There, and on Fine Art America, where I sell prints of my art there. And I don't make tons of money from that. Like sometimes it's not even enough to pay my cell phone bill, which is like super cheap because I don't have a crazy cell phone. I'll do another video on that. But it's just like scratch money. It's just a little scratch, like to buy me a meal, like a meal out every month or something. Some months I could pay for my cell phone bill and that. But the majority of my money right now is coming from Brennan and I have a credit repair education business where we have things that what are they, ebooks and videos that teach you how to fix your own credit, because Brennan used to have really bad credit that used to cost us extra money. We'd have to rely on my good credit to get into apartments, to get the electricity turned on or the gas and not have to pay extra. One apartment actually did make us pay extra because of his bad credit. So we have that, but I also do all of his YouTube videos. Like I edit all his videos, I shoot his videos, I do all the descriptions and tags, all that stuff, like thumbnails. So if you want to check out that channel, the link is down below. If you want to check, if you have bad credit, you can check out our product, the $9 product, or the one with the videos. The videos makes it way easier, but the $9 will get you what you need. But anyways, it's not about that. But so from that is where I make money right now. And when we were in Hawaii, like I was spending $1,200 a month on food, and that's why everybody asked me this, because they're like, how could you possibly be able to afford that? And I get that, but I also could not afford that because I was spending savings every month. I was spending more money than I was making every single month in Hawaii. And a couple months, first couple months, you're like, well, you move, like there's newer costs that you don't really, that aren't normal costs. So you kind of have to give it a couple months before you're like, am I still actually spending over what I make? And I was, and that's why we ultimately were like, I'm not feeling Hawaii as much, like, because it doesn't feel sustainable. And so Hawaii was not sustainable. We were spending more money than we were making. Why did I rush through that? I just feel out of breath. I'm just like so what I make every month fluctuates this and that. So having access to cheaper, organic, local foods is very important to me. That's why we did come back. And I feel like my day-to-day living here is a lot cheaper. I don't have to have a car here. There's the subway, there's the bus, and Ubers or Lyfts, whatever, are a lot cheaper here than they were in Hawaii. In Hawaii, everything was so spread out that I felt like you needed a car. Apparently the bus system was really good there. It's also more expensive there. Use that, but it's also like if you want to go do an adventure, like go up to the North Shore, it would take hours and hours of your day if you wanted to take the bus. It's different, but my day-to-day is easier in Los Angeles than it was in Hawaii, even though I am, like today especially, I was really missing Hawaii. But just is what it is. And there are still definitely way cheaper places we could go live, but I feel like the day-to-day still wouldn't be as efficient as it is here in Los Angeles. So even though I could go live somewhere cheaper doesn't mean I want to. Like I did used to live in New Mexico, which was crazy cheap, but it was also, I felt, entirely miserable. There's not a lot of people. So I want to be around people and everything like that. So that's how I make money, is through, so their YouTube is like advertisements for the product. So we don't make tons of money from YouTube at all. It's more just like an advertising point for this thing that we have. So that's how we make money. And then of course I make very minute amount from this channel, but it's like not very much. But that's not what the point of this channel is. I don't think this channel will ever be my sole source of income. I think it will be more like, I don't know, something I create outside of this that makes me more money, and then I make this and that advertises that. Sort of, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Future is wide open. So that's how I make money, is through being a business person, an entrepreneur. I don't work for anybody else. I don't like working for anybody else, and even acting felt a lot like having to conform to a lot of other standards to even just get to audition and book things, and that didn't feel as much fun. That's why I'm not really doing that anymore. Not because I don't want to act, I do want to act, but I have to make enough money to make the projects I want to make, so I can be who I want to be, as opposed to fitting into this little mold, because I don't fit. I just don't. I never did. Never did. So there you go, guys. If you found this video useful, informative, or whatnot, give me a thumbs up to let me know, and put some comments in the comment section below. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'll try to shoot another video for you if you have them. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. Thank you guys for watching. See you, Jera Bears. I gotta go. Oh, so like on Redbubble also, on Redbubble. So weird.